7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Cafe, and today we're going to be making Ethel's chocolate chip cake. And you guys are like, who the hell is Ethel? Well, Ethel is the woman who gave birth to me. I literally fell out of her body. My mom was a big time baker around the holidays. This is particularly around Christmas. She would go crazy with chocolate chips and pecans and walnuts. We would always have plenty of them, and we would crack them and de-shell them ourselves. So one night she decided that she wanted to make a chocolate chip cake, and she pulled out the Swanson's cake flour, and on the back of the box it has a few recipes. So she decided that she was going to use the 1, 2, 3, 4 step cake recipe, and this is actually a really good recipe. All the recipes on the back of the Swanson's box is actually delicious. So she decided that she was going to take that recipe and add in chocolate chips. And honey, let me tell you, me and Alfredo had to be about 7 or 8, 6 or 7, whatever, when she first made this cake, and we ate this cake to the point we got sick. And after that, my mother would just make it during the holidays, or if it was a special occasion, she would make it for us. So, as you guys know, I was at some point considering leaving YouTube. My mama came to me and the dream was like, bitch, no. So I had a really hard time the last couple of weeks making a decision if I was going to stay here on YouTube. And I figured, what better way to come back with holiday video and represent with this cake. This cake is definitely a tribute to my mother. She loved baking. She loved feeding people. It always gave her good joy when people would eat her food. So I know that that is a part of her that is in me. And I thought, well, okay, maybe it's time that I start sharing some of her recipes. I share a lot of recipes with y'all, but I really never have been to the point to where I've shared my mother's recipes. So now I'm at that point in my life to where I feel like I can do it, and I think that it may actually help me here on YouTube, and it could be a little bit of therapy. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to make Ethel's chocolate chip cake, and then I'm going to go into telling you a few things about her, what she was like, good, bad, and the ugly. But I just want you guys to kind of see why I am the way that I am completely, and why I have such a love and joy for baking, because I truly did get it from my mother. That is one of the best gifts that she passed on to me. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get set up, and we're going to jump into this video. Alright, loves, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to start by placing our butter in the bowl. And I would recommend for this recipe using a hand mixer, just to be safe, so that you don't overwork the cake. And we're going to just add our butter and sugar in here. I'm going to keep that one. And just use that to hold my spoon. I mean my spatula. So you want to, when you're mixing, when you're getting ready to do this cake, you want to take your butter out, and you want to make sure that it is at room temperature, because that's going to be very important for the cake. My mom would always take hers out like the day before. Butter does not go rancid, you guys. So if you need to take it out that night before you go to sleep, or earlier that day, probably 2 3 to 4 hours before you start baking, then go ahead and do it. It's probably a little sooner because it's the winter time, you know. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to add in 1 egg at a time. I am so horrible at this, y'all. This is the struggle for me. And we're going to just, you know, scrape down that bowl. Large eggs. I prefer to use brown eggs when I'm baking. To me, it just gives your cake a really good flavor. And they just, you know, they fluff up so pretty. Also, guys, please make sure you are thumbsing up the video and that you are subscribing if you have not subscribed. You know what I'm saying? Go on and join the family. So we're gonna go ahead and add in that almond extract and the vanilla extract. Put those in the sink. So we're going to move right on through this video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a spoon and I'm going to take about 2 tablespoons out of my flour that I've already measured and just put that in with the chocolate chips so that they won't sink to the bottom when it's time to, you know, put them in the cake mix. We're going to put them in last. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my cake flour and just, you know, sift it one good time. Into the mixture. Then I'm going to take my baking soda. I'm going to just go ahead and add that into the bowl with the salt. And I'm going to just, you know, give it a little shake. And then just go ahead and add some more into the cake. Alright, now that we've done that, we're going to add in half of the milk. And just scrape down the side of the bowl before we go in and mix. Go ahead and finish mixing up this cake and add in all the flour. Then I'm going to come back and show you guys how to add in the chocolate chips. And you know, then we're going to pop her into the oven, okay? You're going to make sure you have 3 9-inch pans. I only have 2, so I'm just going to have to let them cook, and then I'm going to take, when one of them gets done, I'm going to clean out the pan and pop it back into the oven. But we're going to go ahead and mix this up, and then I'll be right back. Alright, loves, so we're back, and for this part, you're going to want to make sure that you toss the chocolate chips and get them all coated so that when you get ready to add them into the cake batter, they won't sink. That flour went into my nose, y'all. Got to be more careful. I don't know, y'all. I don't think that this is going to be enough chocolate chips. I think she used to add like 3/4 of a cup. But now that I'm looking at it, it's not going to be enough. Let's add She may have added in the whole bag, but I thought for some reason it was like 3/4 of a cup of chocolate chips. That looks about right. Alright, so we ended up using the whole bag of chocolate chips. So when I link the recipe down below, I'm going to make sure that I add in the whole bag. Okay, that looks a lot better. But you do want to make sure you do this part by hand. Do not use a mixer to mix in the chocolate chips because you could break them up, and that's not what you want them. You want them to remain whole. And this is a big cake, y'all. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to grease up our pans. Let me get our pans set up, and then we're going to be right back to finish getting these in the oven, and then we're going to set up everything else that we're going to need for the icing. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to spray down our pans with the bake joy. Y'all know how I feel about flour and pans. Like, there's some recipes that I won't use this, but for the most of the time, honey, this is what you're getting. So we're going to go ahead, and like I said, this is a lot of cake mix. So you want to make sure that you divide it into 3 pans, and you want to use a 9-inch pan. Alright, so we got enough for our 3rd pan, and I'm just going to, you know, shake these out. Put a little bit more in this one. Probably take a little bit out of that one because you want to make sure that the layers are as even as possible. So if you guys are wondering what kind of pans these are Wilton's pans, and these are not sold in a set. These are sold separate, and the reason I like these better than the ones that are sold in a set is because they're thicker and they're heavier, and your cakes tend not to dome. My cakes tend not to dome when I use these pans, so I am going to be switching all my pans out for the heavier Wilton's pans because I find that my cakes don't dome as much or hardly at all with these pans. So what we're going to do is we're going to knock all the air bubbles out, and then we're going to go ahead and place these in the oven on 350. Why am I beating this stuff up? We're going to go ahead and place these in the oven at 350 for 25 to 30 minutes. You want to check them at the 20-minute mark. I always say the 20-minute mark when you have cakes like this. 20, depending on what kind of stove you have. I have a gas oven, so I usually take 5 minutes off, just depending. So I'm going to check these at the 20-minute mark. And if they need to go to 25 or 30 minutes, then I'll just let them go. Yeah. Let's go ahead and pop these in the oven. Oh, y'all thought I forgot about the giveaway, huh? No, I ain't forget, y'all. So today, we're going to be giving away this Tony Sachurin kit for our 5,000 subscriber mark. I told you guys when we got to 5,000 that I was going to do a couple of giveaways. Before we did hit 5,000, I did one giveaway already, which was school supplies for a teacher, and Redbird run the first 5,000 subscriber giveaway for her kindergarten class. Now we're going to see who wins this. What this is a Tony Sachurin box. It's like a flavor box. So you have the white Creole gravy mix, the instant roux mix, you have the Creole seasoning, and you have the brown gravy mix. You also get a box of red beans, dirty rice, jambalaya, and gumbo. So that is all in here. And also you get a Cajun, a Creole cookbook. And this set is really, really nice. Like I said, these are all full-size products from my understanding. And I hope that one of you loves will definitely enjoy this. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Also, make sure that you follow me on Instagram. Leave a comment down below on this video. And I'm going to pick the winners through that. So, I'm going to pick the winner on December the 15th for this giveaway. So, to give you guys a couple days to watch the videos and leave me a comment. You know, something sweet. You know what I'm saying? And I hope you guys will enjoy. I hope somebody will enjoy this gift because I think this is excellent, honey. Yeah, so the giveaway is within the United States. I'm sorry. It's just so expensive to ship international. But someday, hopefully, I will be able to do international giveaways. But yeah, make sure cake's done. Make sure you subscribe and you enter the giveaway. So y'all can see up close what it is. Alright guys, so we have our first 2 cakes out of the oven. And I went to check the cake and for some reason, I guess I didn't shake one of the cakes good enough. And an air bubble got caught. So when I tested the cake to see if it was done, it deflated the center of the cake a little bit. But that's okay. What I'll do is I will probably make that one like the middle one and even it out real good. I did get a little bit of doming, but nothing too major. So yeah, I'm probably gonna just trim this one out a little bit and even it out when we get ready to start making our cakes. But I'm gonna let these cool for about 5 minutes, and then I'm going to take them out of the pan and let them continue to cool. And you know, we're gonna be gravy, baby. So that is going to be the end of this video. I'm going to break this video up into 2 parts. I love you guys. See you back here tomorrow because I'm going to be placing these videos up one behind the other. It takes a little bit of time for my videos to render down, so don't judge me, okay? I'm working with what I got. So I'll see you guys back here tomorrow.